Uh, they don't tell you that when the magic it arrives or the magic is arriving, so does the mess. So does the messy. And both are sacred. So I wanted to do this to let you guys know and be part of my mess, my messy, to show you the parts that are messy to where it looks like the magic and the magic that is coming in. So the moment I asked for legacy wealth, when I asked for taking my business to the next level, to no longer to be the leader at the next level, to use my voice to the frequency that it came here to be. My nervous system said, "Are you sure you want to open that door? Are you? Are you really sure?" So let me tell you guys something in maybe a way I haven't shared before. Um, I probably have in my one-on-ones with you, or if you're part of my membership or other things, but I'm going to share it a little differently here. So when I actually started calling in more, and this started probably about 18 months ago, I recall. Didn't know what I was calling in then, but I recall hearing this word legacy from one of my mentors and it lit me up and I played in that energy. So I started calling in more for like with my next level of wealth, the container, more impact, more individuals that I get to play with and share information and knowledge with, to be in service with, to be more in that soul aligned expansion. And it didn't feel how I thought it would. Let me tell you guys. Because when I'm looking into that and I'm in that quantum field and I'm in my land of plenty, I can see and be in that future remembering of me that has already done it. And there's a calm in her system and there's a flow and she's just doing it. But that is not how I get there. That is not the experience that I am having right now. Right? So what it is like right now is like this tightness that happens in my chest when I connect into it, or, even nauseousness in my stomach, the places where my archetypes of the prover or the overgiver, all of the pieces that come in to stop me, the unconscious patterns, when I'm in that tension to create it, are just in so much resistance because I don't feel safe. But then there's also my body. And what I didn't realize is how much my body was holding, which is why I love to bring body into all of the things. Anybody that if you know me, body is just a big part of something that I connect into. I show people, we find those places. And I believe personally that the body is always communicating with us. It's always giving us messages. And that actually is what started my journey over 30 years ago with a lot of this, was the messages my body was giving me. So I'm calling in more. I'm calling in and stepping into a whole new reality. I am planted a brand new garden, people. And it is not comfortable. There is a lot of tension. There is a lot of things that come up in my body, in my energy field, the things that I knew that I can see my patterns to where I distract myself, right? So I could hear, right? This with this tightness in my body. It's like a quiet shaking in my whole nervous system and a voice whispering to me, but what if you break it all by getting too big? What if you get hurt by being seen? What if you're not safe by actually showing up as you? And I realized this, that my body was storing that information. The quantum, yeah, I can access it. I've always known how to work in timelines, to shift the fields, to speak the energy and the physical in my body, that she is carrying memories that, yeah, some of them I have met. I don't have maybe the energy on them in the ways that I used to, but my body was still holding memories of it. shame, unworthiness. The echoes that generations taught me: don't ask for too much, Tracy. Don't be too visible. Don't outgrow what has kept you safe. So the moment I started to really step into and, step into the legacy wealth, step into the legacy I am creating with the information and what I know and what I'm sharing. The moment I said yes to leading soul visionaries like yourself into their own remembrance, everything came up for recalibration. It was all there. It didn't happen in a journal either. It happened deep within my womb, in my voice, in the parts of my energy body where old frequencies still lived. Because you see, the body remembers who you were, who you became to survive. And your soul's remembering who you came here to be. So sometimes there's some contradiction in there, right? So then the archetypes as well come in, the parts of it that show up around, say, money or worth and creation. So at first they were just all whispers in my field, and then they became voices, and then the patterns and the embodied persons of that. They're part of the collective. They were encoded across my timeline, woven in through my lineage and my survival-based programming. So I had the overgiver. She was showing up. She trades her self-worth for validation and then calls it generosity. The prover, that's one of my main archetypes, who overworks and overproduces to deserve abundance because I got to deserve it. The mystic floater who escapes into the spiritual, avoiding the structure that's actually needed to hold my wealth. The voider, she was showing up, who freezes at the sight maybe of decisions, not out of laziness, but out of trauma. And I'm going to give you an example of that one. And the rock star whose visibility hides the ache of being unseen at a soul level. Each archetype is a protector. Each archetype is sharing a piece, a part of us that has said, I will make sure that you survive this human game, even if it means dimming your light, even though you are asking here. But I didn't come here to survive. I actually came here to alchemize. That is why I'm the alchemist. Yes. And not only me, but so did you. So one by one, I worked with all my parts. I don't banish them, but I recoded them. And that also means I'm recoding it in my body to remember that they were just truly just trying to protect me. And every part, every archetype, all has also a genius as it has a shadow. So, and my body was holding, and it didn't seem to be that my wealth, and I'm using it as wealth because that's the thing that triggered in this case here what was being held in my body. Because in that means there's a level of me stepping up, me actually, yes, I haven't been completely hidden, but showing up even greater because I know a lot that I have not shared yet because I keep those pieces and parts hidden. To use my voice even greater to the frequency that it came here, to alchemize the energy. And when I'm doing that, so what came up in this mess is all of my different pieces, all my different parts, all the places I haven't been in alignment, and it wasn't fun. Don't get me, and I'm so grateful that I have this information. I have the containers. I have my community and the people that I can connect with. And then the last piece. Oh, sweet body. The last piece in this sweet body, what she was holding. There's been things in my body that I just have not completely been able to shift, or they pop up. And I've been in a lot of question with that. And it's really been ignited with this last legacy, the energy, the last, the most recent, I shouldn't say last, because it's not the last things for me. I know that there's always greater as I step into it. But what came up was what my sweet body was storing, that yes, I come out, yes, I speak, yes, I share, yes, I've been a leader, and yet there's a part that's been held back. And what I realized is the body, because I'm doing the work with the body, I do the work with the somatic, the nervous system. What does it need as I actually become this container for overflow? I had to make the space. So it was so interesting to witness, and I'm so grateful that I've done a neurological link pattern that is something that I can activate when I get into a space, and that's something that I teach in my one-on-ones, in membership, in the wealth alchemy class. It was the traumas my body has stored from abuse. Because when at times I said no, when I did report, the times I wasn't heard. So then there was repercussions. The times that there was physical abuse, the times that there was sexual abuse when I would say no or would fight back or try to be seen. And it was no's. That I wasn't heard, I wasn't supported, I wasn't safe, I wasn't nurtured. So my sweet body was holding all of that. So as I'm asking to step into this next area of my life, my body is also going, no. On top of my archetypes running, my body is also participating and is distracting me. And then I had the awareness. Sweet, sweet body, just doing such an amazing job taking care of me. Oh, I can now give my body the new scripts, my energy field, the new scripts, my soul, the new scripts to run. And I do this with a lot of different daily rituals and daily, interactions where my body and my energy field, I am training it now to be a space of overflow, to be the space of being able to share who I am. So even me doing this video, you guys, which I know is probably longer than you want. If you want to watch it, great. If you don't, it doesn't matter to me. I'm here to share. I'm here to hopefully inspire and to give people hope and to know that there is more available, that you can be in the messy before the magic happens. So wealth is a frequency, and my body is learning to feel safe holding that next level that I've been asking for, the next level of having, this overflow of abundance, what I'm bringing in and creating in my business. I am training, creating new neurological patterns and responses in my body so that it doesn't go into a freeze or a fawn or, a flight response as it comes in. I'm learning and teaching all of these parts of myself, these archetypes and my body, that it is okay. It is safe to holding it. And this is also, I am the trial and learn for myself so that I can bring this in through my work. I am here during your messy so that you can get to the magic, to get to the things that you're asking for. And this is not from a pedestal. I do this. I am a guide. I am here to guide others. That is part of my path. But I do this from the path that I have walked myself. I've walked from the messy. I've walked through the messy. I've wanted to run away from the messy. So from the messy through the mystery into the magic, because magical living is what I desire. So today I no longer brace myself when expansion comes. Like, I breathe. I call my energy home. I ground my frequency into this timeline and I create not from the urgency, but from the embodiment. I am letting myself be seen, even when I'm still in the process. As I'm writing my wealth alchemy book, it's bringing the energies up and I still continue. I'm in it with you. I'm experiencing it as well. So if you've asked for more, but your world feels like it's unraveling before it expands, it is. It's unraveling. You're not broken. You're just in a sacred recalibration. And your soul, she's not scared. It's activating. It is activating. And this is also why I created the soul-aligned wealth archetypes, the recoded path, the wealth blueprint reports, the wealth alchemy class. It's not a brand. It's a map. It's a map to help others like you, others like me, mystics, visionaries, intuitives, creators, remember what has been forgotten. Wealth, legacy, all of it is not just about money. It's about remembrance. It's safety. It's the soul becoming real in this body, in this lifetime, this now. So if your field is feeling messy, that's okay. That is actually part of the process. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're just actually becoming the magnet in real time. And sometimes we need that reminder. You're becoming the magnet in real time. The magic is actually not separate from the mess. The magic is what rises from it. You didn't come here to be perfect, even though I might have an archetype or a sabotaging pattern of wanting everything to be perfect. But you came here to remember that even in the messy, you are still magic. Breathe that in. Remember that even in the messy, you are still magic.